it's not what we need to start doing. Maybe it's about what we need to stop doing. Because we've known for thousands of years, we've known what not to do. So why are we still doing it? Why are we still killing enthusiasm? The first failing of really useless leaders is that they kill enthusiasm. Most of us want a challenging and a rewarding job. We come to work to do a good job. We're trained for it, most of us. We have a professional history in that job, and we take pride in what we do. And a good leader, a good manager will find that and bring it out of you. A bad leader, a really useless leader, will find you, train the heck out of you, and they'll then tell you exactly how to do that. Will control you, will micromanage you to within an inch of your life and tell you, this is how I want you to do your job. That seems really foolish to me, because that means that you're creating a group of zombies around you who have no brain. Who, you know, if you ask a manager, what do you want? Do you want a group of people who are intelligent, who can make decisions on the fly as something happens, something occurs? Or do you want someone to do something? Most managers will tell you, of course, it's a no-brainer. I want people intelligent, to innovate, to do new things, to take a bit of a risk, to take action. But when you watch them, and I follow people around with a video camera, at the end of a day I give people some feedback, and they say, how did I do as a manager today? And I show them the videotape that says, actually, you're a dictator. you micromanage people to within an inch of their lives. And it's such a shock, because actually you carry your eyes with you wherever you go. You don't see yourself from the outside. I was following a guy with a video camera, and he was talking to a colleague at the desk, and he was standing over him, and his hands were in his pockets. I was convinced he was going to explode. He was shaking, and his hands were shaking. His teeth were clenched. And then he took his hands out of his pockets filled with coins, and he threw them at the window. And these coins were just bouncing all over. And then he slammed his hands down on the desk in front of this poor person and said, in this company, we make decisions rationally and logically. And the guy's just obviously fuming, and the sweat is pouring off his brow. And he's obviously the last person to talk about being logical and rational. Really useless leaders also kill emotion. Emotional intelligence has become really popular. We've begun to understand a lot more about the importance of having emotions. Emotions are nothing more than an early warning system. They tell us, I like this is helpful to us, or I don't like this, I'm a bit worried about this. Let me think some more about that. You may have heard somebody say, leave your personal life at the door. Let's not be too emotional about it. I don't want to know what you did at the weekend. All that sort of that social information gives you an immense insight into the people that you're managing and leading. And yet really useless leaders try to bring the shutters down on this. I know that I want a red BMW soft top that I can drive around with loud music on, but my wife says we should have a family car with side impact crash bars. So if anybody can find me some data on the safety of red BMW with a soft top, that'd be fantastic. We are driven by our emotions. Let's make no mistake about this. Let's be really honest. We're driven by our emotions, and then we use the data afterwards to post-rationalize the decisions we want to make. The final failing of really useless leaders is they kill trust. They kill trust. And yet we know that if you trust someone, if you trust your leader, the boss, you'd walk over broken glass for them. You'd do what it takes. Isn't that what we as managers really want from our people? We want them to do what it takes. We want them to go the extra mile. And yet if you ask most people, do you trust the boss? Do you trust the management? I think the answer would probably be no, actually. I think not. You've got to be constantly building trust in yourself and in your vision for the business. And what we know is that the fastest way to get trust is to give trust. And this is a tough lesson for some managers and leaders, to let go, to delegate complete projects. This is your project. I trust you to deliver a great project here. Make it a small project in the early stages of someone's career. As they get more and more experience, give them more and more responsibility. We know this, don't we? As we go through our careers, we want more and more responsibility. So why don't we as smart managers use that and give people more responsibility? Not for a new business or a complete sector, but for projects. We can use projects as experiments to help people grow.